Hello and welcome to the Matt and Dave Show.
Oh, that was real original. It's supposed to be, hey everybody, welcome to the Matt and Dave Show.
First of all, I would like to congratulate my
Get your face off the mic.
My cohort, Matt. He received the Lion of the Desert Award for Sound Effects Pro of 2017.
Thanks, Dave. It was an honor to receive such an award.
Here, punch with your elbow.
Oh.
Put your elbow into it. That's better.
Hey, dude, I feel strong now.
This is signed by somebody.
Hey,
Fairfax Boxing.
I'd like to thank FMBNP for donating the boxing gloves.
I would like to take a minute just to explain what we go through for this show, okay? We go through a lot of preparation. Every time we have a show, we go to Goodwill and we pick out T-shirts.
Hello?
David Tillo.
Mine's got a cape.
And we buy them for less than $2. And we, after the show, we donate or we sell them in an auction, and that money goes to a good cause. So, if you'd like to purchase our T-shirts today, they're for sale. We only wear them once.
And by the way, we price these on eBay. They go anywhere from like $25 to, that's right, way up there.
The gun show T-shirt went to a model in Los Angeles, and she says she wears it to bed. That's it. I said, well, congratulations. It's pretty warm.
That's the award that actually put me over the top as far as, the sound effects one, the gun show one. Go back. It's really a good episode.
So what do we got on today's show?
Well, the funny thing is we're reverting back to the originality of what this show is about, and that's reaching out to people
that you don't know where they are. But we find them.
We actually have a special guest who's coming in a little bit later.
He's right here.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, let me see your shirt.
Who is this guy? We're going to ask him a question, and he's going to answer, and your job is to guess who he is. It's going to be surprising.
Okay, so how old were you? Forget that.
We got to do some
scratch.
We've got to do some.
Hold on. 7.
The first time you got married, how old were you?
18.
18, that's a clue.
Oh.
Did you have a stepfather who was a preacher?
Yes.
That's another clue.
Hey, I never did.
You didn't?
Because, hey, ask me a narcissistic question.
Okay.
Do you have any?
Yes, I do.
It's all about me.
If you could have a superpower, what would you choose?
The power to get you to get away from that microphone. See that?
You're not very
Dreams do come true. Okay, back to the special guest.
Okay. What was your very first job? Think about it.
Very, very first job?
Very first.
I was working at Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. That's another clue.
Let me tell a story about this person. We just so happened to be living in the same house one day.
You guys live together?
Just in the same house. And I brought this tarantula home from Temecula, California, because I worked out there. And in the avocado groves, the tarantulas run wild. So anyway, in all my glory, I picked up this tarantula and I brought it to a home that I actually didn't live at. I lived there because I had to live there. Hold on.
We have some food being delivered. Come on in.
Anyway,
magical.
Back to the story is I brought this tarantula home to La Quinta. I actually lived at my mother and father-in-law's house. And put it in a cage. It had all this professional cage stuff. And anyway, so I remember I was sitting in the front room. My stories are boring.
Maybe you just spit it out. It'd be a little more interesting.
Unveil yourself. Jason Purdue.
It is Jason Purdue.
Hi, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
See? We found him.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Now, when we call you to come to our show, we expect you to show up. So what's going on, man?
Not much.
How old are you?
40. Turned 40 last October.
If you were to describe the smell of a hot barn, how would you do that?
A hot barn
Barn, yes.
probably smells like dried wood and possible bovine extract materials.
He's
I
got a
think-
very large vocabulary. I'm very impressed.
Excremental, my dear Watson.
I have a question for you.
Maybe later.
Do you check vending machines for loose change?
Yes. Pennies make dollars.
When you take photographs of people, do you make them look at the camera?
No, I try and catch them off guard.
Try to catch them off guard. You like the shocking photos. That's good. Do you have a question for him?
I already asked my questions.
What's the biggest wad of chewing gum you've ever had?
Probably a whole pack of Bubblicious. What is that, 5 pieces?
That's a lot.
So you
Dang.
reside in a small suburb of Sacktown, Sacramento?
I live up towards the foothills, a little town called Burson, which is right next door to Valley Springs. People know where Valley Springs is before they know where Burson is, because there's only like a post office, a church, and a little mini mart there. So
And what are you doing these days with yourself?
We don't need to know that.
I want to
I
know.
don't care.
I want to know.
Did you know that his son was best friends with my son when they were growing up?
Wasn't my son?
I did know that.
You did know that.
I
huh?
did know that.
Yeah.
Wasn't my son best friends
No,
with
your son. I don't even know your
It was
son.
my daughter who was best friends with your daughter.
You have a daughter?
My stepdaughter. And we didn't know that, remember?
Who?
Sabrina.
Who's your daughter?
Daryl. You're so dumb.
I
We're
don't
going to
know.
have this conversation on this?
I don't know about that, but I know that my son was best friends with
That's
his
how
son.
I met her. She came and she goes, I got this best friend named Sabrina. And then we ended up taking her to church camp. She
My-
got saved. And
Do you have a hard time when your son or stepson or step whatever daughter calls your mom or their someone else dad? Like I had Sabrina here, and she's like, "Yeah, my mom and dad took me here," you know, and
No.
I had to struggle with that.
my boys call their stepdad Dad.
But now I'm over it. Now I've just learned to appreciate that someone else cares enough to raise, you know,
My
children,
my kids call me Papa.
my adults, my adults,
Your adult kids?
my adult kids. Yeah,
Let's have your adult kids on this show.
I love my children.
They probably love me more.
I've helped to raise 10 children. Think about that damage that I've done.
A lot of people are thinking about it.
It's true. When's the last time you ripped your pants?
Probably about 3 months ago, I was wiring a house and crawling around in the rafters and caught a nail.
Caught a nail.
And my buttocks was hanging out.
I ripped your shirt when I was taking the tag off. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Can I see your shirt? Let's stand up. Lift up. Don't stand up. Just lift up. He's representing, failed marriage relationships for us.
I call them singles, if you will. Thanks, Dave.
No problem.
Editing that out.
Sometimes I say awkward things. You know?
Sometimes we have to hear awkward things.
Sometimes I respond to awkward things.
What's your most frustrating experience with plastic wrap?
With plastic wrap,
Yes.
most of the time I notice, like, if you put plastic wrap on something really hot, like, the hotter it gets, the stickier to itself it is. So you kind of gotta. It's just
You know
a
what?
battle.
That's a quick answer.
Thank you.
That's quicker than the last guest we had on. He couldn't think of half the.
We're going to ask David School these same questions.
Okay.
Where do you keep your spare change?
Depends on which point of the day we're at.
Do you have different locations?
It's either in my pocket or I have a empty quart paint can that I put them in.
Paint can.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. I always have it next to my bed or in my. I never keep it in my. What do you call that thing that pops out in your
Ashtray?
truck? Yeah, I never do that.
Do you have an ashtray in your truck?
I do.
What do you use it for?
Well, I don't know.
Ashes?
Sometimes I put
Tobacco?
things in.
Ashes?
No.
You're a former smoker, so. I'm just asking a question because, I was happened to be in.
So I did the math.
I was in Costco. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
And I saw that cigarettes were like $7 a pack these days.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry Brown.
Man, I'm glad I don't smoke.
Did you know since I quit smoking in 2013 or something like 12, I have prevented myself from smoking 78,000 cigarettes. And I've saved $18,600. But that's when the packs were $5 each.
Yeah.
So
I used to be a smoker too, and I used to chew tobacco and wear the patch at the same time.
you went to church when you were growing up, right?
Mhm.
What's the one message you remember? And who
Don't do
preached it?
drugs.
And who preached it?
It wasn't don't do drugs.
I know, but what was it? Like one message that just stands out. It's like, wow, that was a good one. I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life.
Jesus Hi-Har.
Jesus, how did we get here?
This is an interesting story because he did a sermon one time on.
I can't see your face when you're talking.
I don't want to see my face.
Go ahead.
Look
You're
at
doing
your
great.
face.
Jesus,
He did a sermon, and it revolved around when you're lost. What do you do when you're lost? In terms of like out in the woods, you go back, you backtrack, and you come back to the place where at least you knew where you were at, right? Well, that was the whole point of the sermon. You know, a lot of times in our Christian life, we go out and we wander around and do
That's
things.
deep.
But if you go back to the place where you knew where you were at,
Wow.
you can start from there.
Whoa.
There you go. That's pretty good.
I do remember some things. Thank
Hold
you.
on.
That's good.
Sound effects.
What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done with a spoon?
I did put, you know how you do the pencil trick and you can hold the pencil in the corner of your eye like that?
Yeah.
I did that with the other end of the spoon. That was
Oh,
not painful or anything. You just
it
gotta.
was dangerous though.
Ask me some questions for a change.
I could have fallen.
Would wicker furniture last in your house?
No, I live in the desert, so the sun would chew that out. Thanks for
We-
asking, though.
We used to have a rattan wicker store right next to Houston Lumber.
What's a
why,
rattan? Oh,
why would
that's
they?
true.
Why would they
right.
sell furniture that's wicker if
What's
it wouldn't last?
rattan?
It's a type of wicker.
A rattan?
Rattan is the threading of the wicker.
Hey, dude, how'd you get in prison? I rattanned on somebody.
I don't understand you.
You get it?
Not really. You want to explain it
He's
to
a
me?
rat. A rattan. He's French. Your sister's doing. I've seen him on Facebook.
He's old.
How are they?
My sisters, one is in Oklahoma. Is it Oklahoma? No, it's in Kentucky.
As a matter of fact,
And Melissa lives in Sacramento.
one of them just subscribed to our show
Hi, Melissa.
this morning.
Hi, Melissa.
She must have heard there was a special guest coming on.
I did mention it.
Maybe she should share that post with everyone.
Indeed.
We could have 78 viewers. Just saying.
I can't remember them, but I know them.
I do.
I just
They're
know
the
that.
cutest little
Like when I
girls.
think of you as being 18 years old.
Sometimes I also think the same thing.
I mean, that's
Far from the truth, though.
it's.
So do you keep up with any of the cronies at all?
Every now and then, I may chat with Jesus.
Do you hate any of them?
No, I don't hate anyone.
That's good.
You know what? If I was a better man, I'd break out that time video and we'd all cry.
Time?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
That was a beautiful thing, though.
It was. It was
Yeah.
great.
Maybe you could.
I wasn't in it. It was all the cronies. They made the time, time while you was I don't know. I don't remember.
And then you get a fire or special effects. Or
So basically, you just pulled a gun on me and you showed it on.
you don't
video.
pull a hypothetical gun on your therapist, okay?
You
I
know
think we're done.
Thundercats ho.
Yo, how do you turn it on?
We're going to pick up Purdue
Let's go.
in the Jag.
In the Jaguar.
Oh,
We should do a sing-along.
I don't have any music ready.
Well, we can add the music later.
Standing in the rain.
With his head hung
Where are
low.
we going?
We're going to the train station.
Let's see what this thing can do. Yo, what's up?
What you guys doing here?
What are you doing here?
Oh, no, I just got on a train.
Sweet. Hold on.